Hi everyone, welcome to a Get Ready with Me Saturday. Yes, it's going to be a long day. I got to go preach today. I have some other commitments to attend to, but this is intentional. This video is intentional because I thought that this would be a good time where we could chat about certain things which which we all are going through, and we need spiritual knowledge to move through all these things. So while I'm chatting with you, I will also start my makeup. And you know something, I love my makeup, and I love it because I'm not perfect. I have flaws. I have spots and scars on my skin. But the beauty of makeup is that it can cover up everything. It hides everything. It covers up everything. Okay? And if you know to do it the right way, oh my god, it can change the way you look, right? And it's time to be candid about certain things and know that we all are not perfect. Yes, we're not perfect. We have a lot of scars in our lives. We got a lot of blemishes. We got a lot of weakness, but should not that should not stop you from moving ahead. And one most important thing I feel is you don't need to show your scars, your weakness to the world while you can hide it. Yes, become a professional in hiding your scars and your wounds and your weaknesses until you work on them. Because, see, ultimately, it's you who's going to work on it. By exhibiting it and by showing your weakness and bringing it before the world, you are just in a very vulnerable spot. And that's not good for you. That's not good for you because there will come a day where that scar will go, it'll leave you, but people will still remind you of how ugly they were. Yes, people will still remind you of how ugly the scars were. So you don't want to put yourself in that spot. And I want to tell you one thing, that you can heal. Yeah, you can heal. All you need is to just have a mindset that I can do it. I can do it. I can heal. I can heal. The only one, listen, it's not man. It's not man who's going to help you heal. Yes, there are pastors, there are preachers, there are mentors, and I thank God for all of them. Listen, had it not been my mentors in my life, I would have been a mess. I seriously would have been a mess. But I thank God for all those mentors in my life, and all those spiritual mentors in my life. And listen, while you're healing, if you need help, you need to go to somebody who is spiritually higher than you, because that's where you're going to get the real solution, and that's where you will know what to do. You will know the right thing. Okay, like they say, right? Don't go to the phone, go to the throne. Yes. And by going to your mentors, you're going to the throne. That is because God has placed them in your life. God has placed them in your life. So what you're doing is that you're taking your problem for a real spiritual solution, right? Because that's what fixes, by calling your friends saying, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. That's not going to help. Sometimes it gets worse. Sometimes it gets worse because you don't even know the intentions of those who you have been speaking with. You don't know their intentions. You don't know how intentional, how good their intentions are towards you. You don't know. You don't know. They could just lead you onto a track which is not right. So you need spiritual mentors, and know one thing, that the world should not know your weakness. The world should not know what you're going through. You can cover it up. and you can cover it up. Become a professional in covering it up. Become a professional. Listen, Paul had a limp, all right? He had a limp in his leg, but he didn't all his life keep whining and crying about it. Yes, he prayed about it, but then he came to a conclusion that it's not something that is stopping my life. I can still go through life well. I can still move through life victorious. Yeah, I can cover up this flaw, you know. So it's not, I mean, work on your strengths. Work um on things that is your forte. While in the background you are still healing and covering up those wounds. Yes, because the day you bring it before people, that's it. That's it. That's it. You have just made a big mess out of the whole thing. All right. The next topic I want to talk about is that you don't doesn't matter how horrible your past was. Doesn't matter the mess ups that you have made in your past. Doesn't matter. It could have been the worst mess ups. You could have been the worst person in your past. And I don't care about what people think. Nobody's perfect. You could have done blunders in your past that is like, I mean, now when you think of it, you're like, what was I doing? Yeah, but the problem is when you begin to only dwell, and when you start pasting that patch on your today. That means when you start going through your today with a perspective of your past. You're not what you were. You are you're absolutely not what you were. Yes, you made blunders. Yes, things have gone wrong in the past, but so what? Your past does not matter. What you do today, the steps that you're taking today, the steps that you take towards a good future is what matters. Today, what you are is what matters. Today, the way you have overcome, that is what matters. You are victorious. Listen, many of us have not had it easy. Yes, many have not had it easy. But you need to pat yourself and say, well done, because you've come a long way. You've come a long way. And I just want to exhort you at this point that don't your past is no longer your identity. I don't care what the people say. I don't care what people think. You know what people think and what people say doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What you say and what you think is what matters. Because what you say and what you think about yourself is what is defining your future. I really don't care what people think and what people say. Oh my God, what was she in the past? Oh my God, she did this. Oh my God, she did that. I have disconnected from all that. I have disconnected. The more you focus on what people think about you, oh my God, you will never be able to move to a destiny that is that God has designed for you. You'll never be able to move towards a destiny that God has planned for you. Leave it. Leave it alone. That's not your part to deal with. Yes, I've come a long way, Lord, and I am taking steps that is going to benefit my future. I'm not what I was in the past. I don't connect to that identity. No. God has given me another chance and I have moved on. And yes, I'm going to do well for me in the future because the steps that I'm taking right now are intentional for a good future. I don't you no longer need to think about, bring your past in. I don't even care what happened to you last year. No. Today is a fresh new day. It's a fresh new day. It's a fresh new start. And all that matters is what I do today. All that matters is my response to today. Because what I do today, if I listen, I have a choice. I have a choice. I know many people have gone through a lot of things, especially in the COVID time, and have lost loved ones and gone through a lot of pain and hurt. But you got a choice. You can still be in bed and cry and whine, or you can get up and move towards a future, towards a good future. Because we keep blaming God, that God, I mean, why has this happened? That's all right. I mean, it had to happen. It has happened. But what do you do about it now? You can't question God, because all things, I believe, all things, however bad it looks right now, however bad it looks to you right now. But trust me, all things are working for your good. Yes, all things are working for your good. There are many times where I thought, oh my God, Lord, this should not have happened to me. Why? Why had this to happen to me? But very later in life, I realized, thank God it happened. Thank God it worked for my good. It worked for my good. Listen, if you give your life in God's hands, if you give your life in God's hands, there is nothing that's working against you. It's all working for you. It could seem right now that, oh my God, I don't know what she's saying. No, 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 trust me on this. Trust me on this. Later in life, you will know, my God, whatever happened was for my good. It was for my good. Yeah, so leave the past where it was. You don't have to move forward. You cannot move forward. You know, who walks who walks backwards and expects to move forward? If I'm going to take steps backwards, I can't expect to move forward. I got to be intentional about taking that step and moving forward. So I can't have both the things at the same time. Many people, listen, many people don't see success and progress in their life because they are dwelling and they are living in their past. They are living in their past, like they've made a home there, and it seems to be like a permanent one. So that's not good. You're not going to move forward in life if you're living in your past. That's not happening. Another thing I wanted to remind you, yes, edification. Listen, edification. You need you need to give strength and give importance to be edified. What are we doing right now? If you're watching this video, yes, you have just tuned in, and many videos which help you grow spiritually. Yes, what are you doing? You're giving yourself to edification. You're giving yourself to edification. You're saying that, God, I'm ready to edify myself. I'm ready to be filled with your knowledge. I'm ready to be filled with your knowledge. I'm ready, my God. I'm ready to I'm ready to um, understand what my season is. The sons of Issachar were so powerful. They were so powerful because they understood the times and the season. The times and the season. They understood the times and the season. If you want to rise above the rest, watch it. If you want to rise above the rest, you must understand your time and your season. You must understand, am I what is my season? What is my season? What am I supposed to do right now? What steps am I supposed to take right now? What discomfort should I go through in order to reach my destiny? I need to come out of my comfort zone. You need to know what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't know what you're supposed to do, there's no way you're moving forward in life. There's absolutely no way that you're moving forward in life. So you listen. You must be edified. How do I know a lot of things if I don't give myself to teaching, if I don't give myself, to if I don't invest time in learning things? All right, how am I going to ever know what I'm supposed to do? Don't take edification, don't take giving yourself to all this knowledge lightly. No, don't do that. Because you know edification, we need to be edified. We need to be edified. You can't, if you're not edified, you're just a wanderer. If you're not edified, you're just a wanderer. Are you hearing me? If you're not edified, you're just a wanderer. And a wanderer is a wanderer because he never reaches destiny. He never reaches a place, a position in life. And if you're going to move like a wanderer, not knowing, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? You're going to be tossed by every wind. You're going to be tossed at whatever people say. Like, if they say that, oh my God, you know what? You should be doing this, even if it's not God's plan, you will want to do that just because you don't have a clear picture of where you're headed. Right? So give time for edification, learn more things, spend time with God. Let him teach you. Let him teach you. Let him teach you. Spend some time with him. Spend some time with him. You know, when I decided that I'm not going to move through life just by through what people say, or what their perceptions are, or what they feel I should do. Trust me, I have made the best decisions in my life. Those are the times I've made best decisions in my life. No, because those are the times that I've gone to God and said, God, I need your help. God, which direction should I go? Yes, and He will tell you. He will tell you. How does He tell you? You will see. You will see. He will open up doors suddenly for you which you never expected. Listen. Why do you think that you that help does not come? It comes. I want you to believe that help comes. I want you to believe that you are helped by heaven, by God. I want you to believe that, because every time I need help, my help comes. You know why? Because I believe so. And because I believe so, I manifest it. I give that vibration out, and help comes. I get directions. Might be through somebody who's talking, might be today while we are chatting here. You might get a lot of directions in life. While, when I hear people, I get directions in life, but I must be able, I must open up my heart for to be edified. That's the issue right there. I must open my heart to be edified, because if I'm not going to do that, where am I going to learn? I got to come to a point where I need to figure out that, listen, there are a lot of things that I don't know, that I'm not good at, and I got to learn. I got to learn, and that's when I open myself to edification. Trust me, an edified person is a very, very powerful person, because he knows, he knows everything. He knows where he must go. He's not just a wanderer. An edified person is a powerful person. Yes, that's about it. That's about it. I came in here just to give you these nuggets, because we need help in life. Yeah, we need help in life. We cannot move through life just by ourselves. We need somebody to tell us. We need we need some help. Yes, and I thought that these videos are something that you and me, my journeys, or things like, which I struggled with, and how I found my way out. I just want to share all that with you. I just want to share all that with you. So keep tuning in, and I don't know, however the Lord leads, I want to go live for this, so that, what, I get more of your questions. I get more of your questions, and we can answer, and we can sit and discuss it together, and move through life. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you all for being a part of this. And please comment if you really are going through something, and you feel that you need some spiritual help. Because trust me, the best help that has worked for me is spiritual help. Because you must remember that the spiritual dominates the natural. It's the spiritual that dominates the natural. So if you want to be powerful in the world, you want to be powerful in your life, you got to get yourself on the spiritual side of it. Yes, you need to invest in your soul. You need to invest in the spiritual life. Because if your spiritual life because spiritual life has to do everything with my soul. And the Bible says that, beloved, if your soul prospers, everything else will prosper. Everything else will prosper. We will do one session about just the soul, and how our soul needs healing. Yes. Thank you all. I hope the session has been a little helpful. Okay, so stay strong, keep moving on. You don't need to exhibit your weakness and your scars until they are healed. It's all workable. It's all workable. There's nothing that can stop you. Your past cannot stop you from moving into your future. Nobody else can stop you from moving into a great destiny. It's only you, because you alone are the decision maker. Yes. Thank you all. Stay blessed.